Have you ever wondered why Australia is known as the land down under? It's a nickname that sparks curiosity and pulls you into a world full of unique experiences. But what does it really mean? Australia is often referred to as the land down under because of its position in the southern hemisphere. The country is located below the equator, and when you look at a globe, it appears to be underneath, hence the term. The moniker has been popularized by the media, literature, and even a catchy song, making it a globally recognized symbol for this vibrant country. Australia is the world's sixth largest country by total area, roughly equal to the size of the United States, yet it's also the smallest continent. Imagine that. A whole continent all to itself. Its population is just over 25 million, which may seem small compared to other nations, but don't be deceived. What it lacks in numbers, it makes up in diversity. Australia is a multicultural melting pot with over 200 languages spoken. While English is the primary language, you'll hear a symphony of dialects from Italian, Greek, and Cantonese to Arabic and Vietnamese. This linguistic diversity underscores the rich cultural history of Australia, a land of ancient indigenous heritage and vibrant immigrant stories. From its indigenous peoples, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities, who have lived on this land for over 65,000 years, to the waves of immigrants who have made Australia their home, each has contributed to the rich tapestry that is Australian culture. As you traverse this vast land, you'll encounter a variety of landscapes, from the red sands of the outback to the lush rainforests, from the bustling cities to the quiet, pristine beaches. Australia offers a unique combination of raw natural beauty and cosmopolitan charm. So now you know why Australia is called the land down under. But did you know that it's also home to one of the world's greatest natural wonders? Stay tuned as we dive into the magical world of the Great Barrier Reef. Ever heard of the Great Barrier Reef? It's one of the most breathtaking underwater ecosystems on our planet. An intricate tapestry of life and color, it stretches over 2,000 kilometers along the northeastern coast of Australia. From the sky, it's a sprawling, intricate maze of turquoise and azure. But beneath the surface, that's where the real magic happens. The Great Barrier Reef is like an underwater city teeming with life. It's home to a staggering diversity of creatures. Picture this: over 600 types of coral, forming an underwater landscape of surreal beauty. These corals are the architects, the city builders, providing homes and food for an array of marine life. Now imagine more than 1,500 species of fish darting among the coral, their scales shimmering in every color of the rainbow. From the tiny elusive clownfish to the majestic manta ray, each has a role to play in this complex ecosystem. It's not just corals and fish though. The reef is also a sanctuary for turtles, dolphins, and even the occasional shark. But the Great Barrier Reef isn't only important for its biodiversity. It's a cornerstone of Australia's economy, supporting tens of thousands of jobs in tourism and fishing. It acts as a protective barrier for the coastline, mitigating the impact of storms and waves. This colossal living structure is also a beacon for scientists. It's a living laboratory, a place to understand how marine ecosystems function, and how climate change is affecting our oceans. Sadly, this vibrant mosaic of life is under threat. Rising sea temperatures, pollution, and overfishing are putting enormous pressure on the reef and its inhabitants. The Great Barrier Reef is a wonder to behold, but it's also facing serious threats. Let's dive deeper into this issue. The Great Barrier Reef is under threat, but from what, you might ask? Well, let's dive in and find out. First up, climate change. As our planet heats up, so do our oceans. This rise in temperature can cause coral bleaching, a process where corals expel the algae living in their tissues, causing them to turn completely white. This doesn't just affect the vibrant aesthetics of the reef, but the health of the coral itself. Bleached corals are stressed corals, and if the temperature doesn't drop, they could die. Next, we have water pollution. When harmful substances such as pesticides, plastics, and other pollutants find their way into the ocean, they can damage the delicate balance of the reef ecosystem. These pollutants can block sunlight, hindering the photosynthesis process that corals rely on for food. Over time, this can lead to the death of corals and other marine life. Then, there's overfishing. It might not seem like it, but the fish that inhabit the reef play a crucial role in maintaining its health. They help control the populations of other species, and some even clean the reef by eating the algae that can otherwise smother the corals. Overfishing disrupts this balance, leading to an overgrowth of certain species and the decline of others. Lastly, coral bleaching. While this is related to climate change, it deserves its own mention. When corals bleach, they don't just lose their color, they lose their life force. The algae that live within their tissues provide them with food and oxygen. Without them, the corals starve and suffocate. A bleached reef is a dying reef. The situation is dire, but not hopeless. Awareness is the first step towards change, and understanding these threats is the beginning of the battle to protect the reef. We can't turn a blind eye to what's happening under the waves. These threats are serious, but there are ways we can help protect the reef. So, how can we help protect the Great Barrier Reef? Well, it turns out there are numerous ways, both big and small, that each of us can contribute to safeguarding this natural wonder. It's not just about grand, sweeping conservation efforts, but also about the small, everyday choices we make. One of the most significant ways to protect the reef is by reducing our carbon footprint. Carbon dioxide emissions from human activities are a major driver of climate change, which is causing ocean temperatures to rise. This, in turn, leads to coral bleaching, a phenomenon that can devastate entire sections of the reef. So, by taking steps to reduce our carbon emissions, like using renewable energy sources, driving less, or simply turning off lights and appliances when not in use, we can help slow the pace of climate change and give the reef a fighting chance. Another way to help is by practicing sustainable fishing. Overfishing can have a devastating impact on the reef's delicate ecosystem. By choosing to buy and eat only sustainably sourced seafood, we can help ensure that fish populations remain healthy and balanced, which is vital for the overall health of the reef. Additionally, we can support organizations that are working to protect the reef. These groups conduct important research, run conservation programs, and lobby governments to implement policies that protect the reef. By donating to these organizations or even just spreading the word about their work, we can help them continue their vital efforts. And finally, if you're lucky enough to visit the Great Barrier Reef, remember to respect its beauty. Avoid touching the coral, don't litter, and follow the guidelines provided by local authorities and tour operators. By doing our part, we can help ensure that the Great Barrier Reef continues to thrive for generations to come. It's a collective effort, a shared responsibility, and a testament to what we can achieve when we all work together to protect the beauty and diversity of our planet. We all have a role to play in preserving this stunning underwater paradise. By doing our part, we can help ensure that the Great Barrier Reef continues to thrive for generations to come. Australia and the Great Barrier Reef, two unique wonders of the world. In our exploration today, we've journeyed through the enchanting land of Australia, a country that's as diverse as it is expansive. From its sun-kissed golden beaches to its sprawling outback, from its bustling cities to its serene rainforests, Australia is a land of contrasts that never ceases to amaze. But beyond the land, beneath the surface of its azure waters lies a spectacle even more breathtaking, the Great Barrier Reef. Stretching over 2,300 kilometers, it's the largest living structure on Earth, visible even from space. It's a vibrant, thriving ecosystem, home to countless species of marine life, some of which are found nowhere else in the world. However, as we've seen, this underwater paradise is under threat. Climate change, ocean acidification, pollution, overfishing, these are just some of the challenges the reef faces. The bleached, ghostly corals are stark reminders of the fragility of life beneath the waves. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's hope yet for the Great Barrier Reef. Conservation efforts are underway, and every one of us can play a part. By reducing our carbon footprint, supporting sustainable practices, and spreading awareness, we can help protect this natural wonder for generations to come. Australia and the Great Barrier Reef are more than just tourist destinations. They're a testament to the beauty and resilience of nature. They're a reminder of our responsibility as stewards of this planet, and they're a call to action to ensure that these unique wonders of the world continue to thrive and inspire. As we conclude our journey, let's remember that the survival of these marvels is in our hands. Every decision we make, every action we take matters. Whether it's choosing to recycle, using less plastic, or even sharing what you've learned today, your efforts can make a difference. Australia and the Great Barrier Reef are treasures worth preserving. Remember, every small action counts towards their conservation. Did you enjoy learning about Australia and the Great Barrier Reef? Wasn't it fascinating to explore the vibrant colors of the underwater world, the unique creatures that call it home, and the efforts being made to preserve this natural wonder? Well, this is just the beginning of our global journey. As part of our growing community of curious minds, you'll have the opportunity to discover more about our incredible planet. From the majestic peaks of the Himalayas, to the dense jungles of the Amazon, from the ancient civilizations of Egypt to the modern wonders of technology, we'll be exploring a wide array of topics, each with its own unique story to tell. But we need your help to continue this journey. By subscribing to our channel, you're not just gaining access to a wealth of knowledge, you're also supporting our mission to educate and inspire. Each subscription helps us create more content, reach more people, and make a bigger impact. So, if you're passionate about learning, if you're eager to discover, and if you believe in the power of knowledge to change the world, then we invite you to join us. Hit that subscribe button, and together, let's explore the wonders of our world. Remember, knowledge is power, and by sharing it, we can help preserve our planet's natural wonders. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more fascinating facts from around the world. Every subscription, every share, every like makes a difference. Join us on this journey of discovery and let's make learning fun together.